Hello everybody. おはようございます。We are Oshkosh Taiko, a Japanese drumming group, and we also have Titan Steel over there. And for Titan Steel, we will introduce later. We are from University of Wisconsin Oshkosh. Oshkosh Taiko is from the Japanese program of the Department of Department of Global Languages and Cultures. And Titan Steel is from the music department. You may be wondering why we are here, Japanese drumming group is here, and that is because we have a concurrent enrollment program between University of Wisconsin Oshkosh and Menasha High School, and it's called CAPP, Corporate Academic Partnership Program. And Menasha High School has Japanese CAPP program, and Japanese CAPP instructor, Mr. David Drum over there, and he generously invited us for this event. So thank you very much, Drum Sensei. And I also would like to thank Michael Westbrook. Is he here? I met him earlier. Over there, yeah. Michael, thank you very much for everything you did. So he helped us everything, the logistics. So thank you very much. So we will play some Japanese taiko drumming songs, and Titan Steel will play their songs, and we will also play a song together today. The next song that we will play is called Yatai. This is a festival song from Saitama, and we will play on the ground. I hope you will enjoy the Yatai.
morning, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us today. Now we're going to be playing a piece with Titan Steel. Titan Steel, as Toshiyuki mentioned earlier, is the ensemble at the music department where we focus on instruments from Trinidad and Tobago called steel drums, or it's actually more traditional name pan. They're made by 55-gallon oil drums, and they were born because of the necessity of the people of express themselves once they were denied to play their drums from its origins of Africa. So we have a wonderful program at the University of Oshkosh, and each semester we focus on different areas related to different cultures that connect to what Trinidadians had to go through. So this semester we focus on the development and evolution of jazz, an American musical form that came from African slaves, truly, that were brought to the Americas. So the first piece we're going to play today is a blues, The House of the Rising Sun. And this is very much the origins of jazz, starting with blues, very emotional music, sometimes showing a lot of pain or sorrow of the slaves brought here working in plantations. And this is one of the ways in which jazz starts to develop. Steel drums have different kinds of sizes. So here you have a single drum, and maybe I can have Chris play a little bit. You will hear it's like the melody, like the soprano. Yeah, that's like the violin in an orchestra. And then you only need one drum to be able to accommodate all of the notes. But if you want to get to a lower range, you need more drums because each note needs more space. So the next one is going to be double seconds. It's made by 2 drums, also 55 oil drums, except that we cut the skirt, the bottom, so it can hold that pitch. So maybe we can hear Beverly just play a little bit. So you start hearing a little bit lower pitch, and then we have cellos. Sometimes we call them triple guitars, and they have 3 drums, so the pitch is lower. So if Audrey can play a little bit. Yeah, so it gets lower, but there are even more. You have bass drums, the bass steel drums that can be up to 8 drums, full 55 oil drums, and sometimes even more, and you have to put it in racks. So today you're going to listen to The House of the Rising Sun. If it's hard to hear, you can come closer and see a little bit of the drums as well. Thank you.
Okay, that was again Titan Steel, and we will have one song together with Oshkosh Taiko, and Titan Steel will play one more song later. But we will go to the next song. Japan is kind of famous for anime, a high quality production of Japanese anime, represented by Studio Ghibli. So this time we will play one song from Studio Ghibli, and title is Princess Mononoke, Mononoke Hime, and that's my favorite movie. So we will play this song with Oshkosh Titan Steel together today. Oshkosh Taiko will play one more anime song. Now, it's a theme song of famous anime, Japanese anime titled Neon Genesis Evangelion. And this is a song that's Japanese people sing at karaoke the most every year. And you may know this song. So if you know, please sing with us this song again. Neon Genesis Evangelion.
about Japanese taiko drumming is unlike Western drum. We have lots of movement. It's not only playing taiko, but we have choreography and
we have arms movement. And so next song, which is called Raku, is really typical Japanese taiko song. It has lots of movement, rotation, and it has different instruments, and it has vocal part too. And Raku in Japanese it means enjoyment. So in this piece we will try to express our joy of enjoyment and appreciation of playing taiko. So if we can successfully express our joy, I would like you to join us saying hi, hi while we are playing. So let's practice. Hi, hi, hi. Okay, sounds fantastic. So if you feel our joy, please join us with this song, Raku, composed by Shidara in Japan.
Hi,
The next song that we're going to be presenting today is called Sooranbushi. And it's a well-known fishing folk song from the northernmost island of Japan called Hokkaido. That's where I happen to have lived for 12 years. The lyrics are about fishers who are chasing herring. And this celebration flag that you see behind me here, this is not a replica. It was an actual flag that was flown high from a Hokkaido fishing vessel, and it was gifted to us from Nobuko Ida-san of Monbetsu City. And this dance that will accompany the Sooranbushi song contains deep sea fishing inspired movements. And after Zach is done hauling drums around up front, he's going to actually demonstrate some of those movements for us. How about if you all stand up and do them with Zach? The first movement that we're going to be doing, stand up, stand up. Show me what you would do if you were rowing a boat out to sea. What motion would you do? Come on, stand up. Stand up, you over there in the pink. Stand up. Okay. All right, go ahead, Zach. Oh, that's okay, so here's rowing the boat out. Very strong movement. Takes a lot of strength. The next movement, take a guess. Throwing the nets out and then pulling back in. Throwing the nets out and pulling them back in. And then catching the fish up, and then he's going to cast them behind into the back into the boat. And carrying the heavy basket. And then pulling the, what's that? Oh, that's putting the fish into the boat. So we just got finished putting them back into the boat. Now or pulling them in. Now we're putting them back into the boat, and that is a lot of work. So we're going to finish by wiping the sweat off our bra. So those are the motions that go along with this particular song. So please enjoy. By Glenn Miller. So as we started before with our blues piece, jazz goes through lots of influences, blues being one of them. Ragtime by the amazing Scott Joplin, where it has those syncopated rhythms. During its time it was scandalous music. Oh my gosh. And then we started having icons such as Louis Armstrong, who they read the music, but then they start just going around the melody and start what they call improvisation, scatting and just creating music on the spot, which is one of the characteristics of jazz. The in the 1920s, 1930s, swing really took the country by storm. It was the popular music. We had incredible groups such as Glenn Miller, the composer of the next piece, but also I'm running like a moment of senior moment here. I'm thinking a clarinet player. Benny Goodman. Thank you. Oh, wow. And it was more associated with men, unfortunately, but we did have during the war times, a man had to go and fight, but then there was an incredible group called the Sweethearts of Rhythm, and they were just incredible jazz musicians, wonderful improvisers. So we're going to honor them a little bit with this. Now you may be thinking, why are we having this wonderful Japanese drumming and music from the Caribbean and influencing the jazz? At the end, all cultures come together, and percussion, such as instruments like drum set, is a celebration of many cultures, and this is why we are really enjoying this collaboration, to have different cultures all come in one as a good message for all of us. Enjoy In the Mood.
Okay, so those again, Titan Steel from the University of Wisconsin Oshkosh Music Department, and this is going to be our last song. And before we start, we would like to thank again for inviting us to this great event. We really had lots of fun. Thank you so much again. The last song that we will be playing is called Miyake. And this is another festival song from Miyake Island. And that is about 100 miles south from Tokyo Special District. And this song, this Miyake Taiko, on the people on the island, they play this song for their annual Shinto Shrine event or festival, and they just play this song all day long, non-stop, and celebrate that festival. So today we will play this song as our last song to celebrate this Bluejay Fest of Menasha High School. りゃイエーイエーイエーメナシャハイスクールブルージェイフェスト今日のめでたさこれは一斉イエーこりゃイエわっしゃいわっしゃい皆様、今日はメナーシャ高校のブルーフェストにお招きいただき誠にありがとうございました。
Taiko has a meaningful place in the hearts of each of our Oshkosh Taiko members. It has been our great pleasure to share both the power and the solace within the music we play with you today. From our hearts to yours, thank you.